All right, everyone. Welcome to Pittsburgh. I'm in my hotel room right now. We are about, I'd say, 6.5 hours away from night one of the NFL draft. Got a lot on the docket today. Going to try to get some autographs on the red carpet, and then obviously the draft taking place at 8 o'clock tonight. Some rumors about the Jaguars. Obviously, the Jaguars don't have a first-round pick. As things stand, it'll be the first time in franchise history that the Jaguars are not picking in the first round. Bit of a weird feeling. Usually I'm used to picking inside the top 5 or top 10. Usually we suck. So this is a very weird feeling, not just coming off a great season, but the fact that we don't have a first round pick. Not that I would change anything with how thin this draft class is at the top. Also, I really love Travis Hunter, so no regrets there. There are some rumors that the Jaguars could trade up into the first round. I don't buy it for a second. I heard a rumor earlier today about Brian Thomas. I highly doubt that happens if the Jaguars trade him. They've been talking about that for over a year now, that Brian Thomas is trade bait, and Gladstone has vehemently denied it every single time. Just wouldn't make a lot of sense to trade Brian Thomas. It wouldn't make any sense at all, seeing as he's a very, very good receiver on a rookie contract, still have 3 years of control under him with the 5th-year option. So unless you take a receiver in the first round, you're taking an unknown for just 1 more year of control versus a guy that had 1,000 yards as a rookie. It wouldn't make any sense. I don't buy the rumors about Brian Thomas for a second and trading up to the first round. Remember that last year the Jaguars kept everything very, very close to the chest. No one knew about the Travis Hunter thing until it was time for the draft, maybe 30 minutes before. No one knew anything with Travis Hunter and the Jaguars trading up to 2. So I don't buy the rumors for a second. I think it's going to be a pretty quiet night for the Jaguars. I don't want to hear our name called. If our name is called, it means either we give up a first-round pick in 27, which I don't want to do because that's a pretty deep class on paper, or it means that we traded Brian Thomas, and I really don't want to do that. So hopefully I don't hear our name called today. It's a pretty quiet night, all things considered, in Jacksonville. Obviously, it should be a very interesting class. No one knows what's going to happen outside of the 1 pick with Fernando Mendoza going to the Raiders. We know that. But after that, it is completely up in the air with who goes to. I'm thinking Reese goes to the Jets. Then where does Jeremiah Love go? They've been talking about him going to the Cardinals at 3, the Titans at 4. We'll see where that domino falls. How far does Jordan Tyson fall with the medicals and everything? It's going to be a very interesting first round, even if the Jags don't have a pick. So follow along, and let's get this show on the road.
That's my card, right? You're not paying for this, right?
Yeah. All right, 4 hours until the draft starts. I'm on the red carpet right now, doing a great job. I mean, this phenomenal view of the red carpet. The fountain is just awesome. We've had perfect weather. I know there's a dark cloud behind me. We've had perfect weather. This is right now looking like the best weather, not counting Vegas, since that's always good because it's Vegas. This feels like the best weather we've ever had for a draft. Don't want to jinx anything, but so far, so good. There are reports now that the Jaguars could trade up into the first round, according to Michael Silver, but they would not give up Brian Thomas. Like I said, I think that was all a smoke screen. It wouldn't make any sense. So that was a fun 2 hours while it lasted. It feels like the 80th trade rumor that has involved BTJ in the last year. That will never happen. So we'll see what the Jags decide to do. Again, we're about 4 hours out. No one really knows what's going on outside of Mendoza to the Raiders at 1. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out. Jags could trade back up into the first, according to Silver. I'm assuming if they do, it's going to be for Malachi Lawrence if he falls, but we will see on that. I don't think they're going to do anything tonight. 90 minutes till the draft starts. They're about to take us over to the other campus where the draft is actually being. The red carpet was outside the fountain, outside Point State Park. So across the river where Acrisure is, that is where the draft is going to be. We made out well with autographs. I'll show you in the next one, but we made out well with the autographs. The studio is going to get a lot of love. In terms of rumors that I've heard since on Twitter, nothing crazy, nothing that you wouldn't expect. Again, I don't think the Jags are doing anything tonight. We will see, but red carpet, super, super success.
I know it's bad juju. Kind of tempted though.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to the 2026 NFL Draft. We are proud to be here in a city built on brick, built on steel, and home of the one of the most dominant franchises in history. Your six-time Super Bowl champion Pittsburgh Steelers. Tonight we're going to celebrate Western Pennsylvania heritage. As you can see, it didn't come alone. Steelers captain, 8-time Pro Bowler and Defensive Player of the Year, T.J. Watt. At the heart and soul of the Steelers, the captain, the 2023 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Cam Hayward. Take it away, Cam. Pittsburgh, make some noise!
This is Steelers football. Tough, physical, built to last. But everything we do today is built on the standards set by the legends before us. Let's bring out the men who paved the way to greatness. A Hall of Famer, a true shutdown corner, a piece of the steel curtain. Mel Blount! Now, let's talk some playmakers, some Super Bowl MVPs. Lynn Swann and Hines Ward. And now, we gotta talk quarterbacks. Two quarterbacks, two eras, one standard, Super Bowl champions, and legends of the city. Ben Roethlisberger and one more, Terry Bradshaw. This is Steelers football. Go Steelers!
Okay, these players forge the path for the next generation of stars we will welcome into the National Football League starting tonight. Pittsburgh, this is a moment you've been waiting for. Yins ready? The 2026 NFL Draft is officially open. The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock.
Pick us in for the Raiders. We know what this is going to be. What is interesting this year is they did reduce the draft time from 10 minutes down to 8 minutes for the first round. trying to get this done in under 3 hours. Raiders did not take until 2 minutes, so I guess they got the go-ahead. Usually Goodell tells teams they're number one. We know what they're picking. Usually tells teams to wait until 2 minutes. Raiders are going to pick up about 4:30. So really concentrated effort to get this first round done in under 3 hours this year and get it done by 11. So we'll see how that plays out. Obviously, we know what this pick's going to be, but everything after that, complete mystery.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana. With the second pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select David Bailey, linebacker, Texas Tech.
Not enough time
All right, we had a feeling that Bailey was going 2. Now the fun begins at 3. In other words, someone points out the Cardinals trading down, trading the pick. They keep the pick, so they're going to be picking in just a little bit. We'll see if it's Jeremiah Love, like the rumors will say, and if they get that premier back in Arizona.
The Arizona Cardinals select Jeremiah Love. With the fourth pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, Tennessee Titans select Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Well, that helps out Cam Ward a lot. They needed receiver help badly. It's funny because I was loving the fact that Love went to Arizona because I did not want to face him in Tennessee twice a year. He's a darn good running back. But man, I was not expecting Carnell Tate to go that high. Interesting receiving unit now in Tennessee. Interesting receiving unit. Got to hope Travis Hunter can really play the outside like he did last year and shut him down. Well, we have our first trade. Kansas City leapfrogs up to 6. There were a lot of reports that they're going to leapfrog someone to get up. You wonder if this is for Bain or Reese or Styles, whoever the Giants don't end up taking at 5. They were rumored to go defense if they traded up. They were rumored to be aggressive. We'll see.
With the sixth pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Mansour Delane, defensive back, LSU.
I thought Delane would be there at 9. I thought Delane would be there with the 9th pick. Interesting trade-up game, a 3rd and a 5th. Obviously, they need some cornerback help after they trade away Trent McDuffie to the Rams for a first-round pick. We'll see how he gets on in KC. He's a very good corner. Thought he'd be there at 9, though. My favorite part of the draft. Here we go.
Select Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, Arizona State.
I know Giants fans got me bummed about that one, and a lot of Giants fans wanted Tyson. It's a great pick by New Orleans if he's healthy. I love watching him in ASU, and gives Tyler Shough a lot of help. If Olave is healthy, Olave and Tyson is your 2 main wideouts, and obviously you got some other guys in there as well, but Tyson's a really good pick to help out Shough. Rooting for him, ASU legend.
With the 11th pick, the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Caleb Downs, defensive back, Ohio State. With the 13th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Ty Simpson.
So the Rams used the first-round pick they got from the Falcons last year in the James Pierce trade to get Ty Simpson. Had a feeling to be a possible landing spot. Didn't know, though, after they traded 29 to the Chiefs in the McDuffie trade, So they used the 2 first-round picks that they have this year on a franchise corner, and now Ty Simpson. Perfect spot for him. Again, we don't know if he's going to be any good or not. Had a lot of issues at Bama, especially second half of the season. But you got to learn and develop under Matt Stafford for a year. I like the pick. It's definitely not a win-now pick, but it sets him up really nicely going forward if Stafford's only got 1 or 2 more years left in the tank.
With the 16th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Kenyon Sadiq, tight end, Oregon.
I'm not saying Sadiq's a bad player, but you used the 2nd-round pick last year on Mason Taylor. So now with all the holes on that team, you've spent 2 high-quality draft picks, a 2nd-rounder and a 1st-rounder, on tight end. Unless you're playing a lot of 1-2 personnel, this is not at all how you build a roster. Not sure I get that one.
With the 20th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Makai Lemon, wide receiver, USC.
Well, there's a few ways to look at this. Lemon to the Eagles. On one hand, they really have struggled at receiver outside of Smith and Brown the last 2 years. On the other hand, we've heard reports about A.J. Brown getting traded to the Patriots. Just a matter of when, not if, after June 1st. You'll wonder if that's the move. You'll wonder if that's the move that will officially send A.J. Brown to New England.
And with the 21st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Max Ihanachor, tackle, Arizona State.
Well, Steelers just made their pick. Renegade Live was really cool. One of the coolest things they'll see in a draft. I've been going to a lot of drafts. That was an electric moment. There are 10 picks left in the 1st round. There's no sign of the Jets trading up again. I don't want to hear our name today. If I hear our name today, it means something went horribly wrong and we probably gave up a lot. And I don't want that to happen. I'm fine just sitting out tonight and keeping all our picks in 27 in a pretty loaded class.
Dallas Cowboys select Malachi Lawrence, defensive end, University of Central Florida.
I love what the Dallas Cowboys are doing in this 1st round. The biggest winner tonight is Dallas. You get Caleb Downs, who I think is the best safety to come out since Eric Berry coming out of college. He was incredible at Ohio State. You get him. You get an athletic freak in Malachi Lawrence, who was so much fun to watch at UCF and just such an active hand fighter and was one of the top testing prospects of all time. You get that. You don't really lose any picks. The picks you use in the trade up with Miami, you get back in the trade down with Philly. You get 2 really good defenders. I like what Dallas did a lot in this draft. A+ for me. Okay, we're at pick number 27 now. We're nearing the end of the 1st round. The only guy I could see the Jags potentially trading up for is they do need interior pass rush. I could see it for McDonald. He's still in the green room. It has not been taken yet. It's surprising he's fallen this far. I thought he'd been taken early 20s, late teens. Still on the board at 27. I think if the Jags are trading up, it would be for K-Mac. But again, I think we're going to just sit out tonight and take our 4 picks tomorrow and go from there.
With the 28th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Caleb Lomu, tackle, Utah.
Pats straight up, no surprise. It's for an offensive lineman. So what happened with Drake May this postseason? He was just getting shellacked back there. You drafted Will Campbell last year on the left side. Morgan Moses not going to have a great season. He's in his mid-30s, past his prime by far. Get the right side locked up and go from there. And if you have to move Campbell on the interior, so be it. Not that that's going to happen. Obviously, a lot's happened with New England the last 24 hours, or really the last 2 weeks after the whole Vrabel situation. We'll see how that develops, but not surprised that if they were going to trade up, it was going to be for an offensive lineman. The live band is playing Taylor Swift music as Kansas City's on the clock. 100% intentional. Well, Seattle is selected. That means for the first time ever, the Jaguars do not have a first-round pick. Again, not surprised by this. Didn't think they were going to do anything. No problem with it whatsoever. Didn't want to do it in this class. I have no problem with this at all. And I will say this much. Goodell wanted a sub-3-hour first round. By the time Seattle makes their pick, 11 o'clock Eastern, he went up to the podium at 8:05, sub-3 hours. Goodell knew what he was doing with that. If he wanted sub-3 hours, he got it.
With the 32nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Jadarian Price, Notre Dame, running back.
Hawks take Price, not surprised with the Walker injury or not the Walker injury, the Charbonnet injury, I should say, and the Walker free agency signed in Kansas City. That quells that BS rumor that he was going to get drafted by the Jaguars, which never made any sense because we only keep 3 on the 50, not the 53, but 3 on the active game day roster, and it was troubling to do that. We could still take a running back, but it's not going to be till day 3. There were rumors about the Jags taking Price. I knew that was BS. Rumors of him trading up to the first round, giving up BTJ. Knew that was BS. This played out exactly as I expected. Just goes to show with the Jaguars, the national media does not know squat.
All right, night 1 of the draft is in the books. Just got back to the hotel room. It's about 12:45. Got some pizza on the way back. So, night 1's done. Jaguars, again, did absolutely nothing today, which I expected, and I'm more than fine with. Got 4 picks in day 2. You figure there's some good defensive linemen still on the board. Tight ends, only Sadiq went, which no surprises that he was the only one that went, but you figure backup tight end, a guy like Jack Andrews is in the running. You got some secondary guys, some linebackers. I would think we're going to go heavy on the defensive side for day number 2 with our 4 picks. But it's going to be a long day tomorrow. Friday is always a long day. It's always a fun day. Friday is always my favorite day of the draft. Because Friday, you get to go behind the scenes. If you go through on locations, I'll show you what's happening, what the stage looks like behind the scenes tomorrow. Get some good footage there. I will also be with some legends tomorrow. Don't know who they're going to be, but we got brunch with some NFL legends, some Steelers legends. Get to pick their brains for a little bit. That'll be a lot of fun. And then obviously the draft nights, night 2, rounds 2 and 3. Got a concert from Wiz Khalifa and Bret Michaels from Poison. Got some legends announcing some draft picks tomorrow. Paul Posluszny doing it for the Jaguars. Absolute legend in Jacksonville in the 2010s. One of the few bright spots of what was a very dark decade in Jaguars football, especially the first half of that decade. But it should be a fun day tomorrow. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. And I will see you guys tomorrow for what should be a much more eventful night for Jacksonville and what should be a fun night nonetheless. Take care, guys.